One moment, cameras were flashing, executives were smiling their polished corporate smiles, and fans were waiting for a glimpse of the world's most streamed solo artist. The next moment, darkness. A single gasp. And then a voice, calm, steady, unmistakably his, cut through the silence. Is this really what I came here for? That was the moment everything changed, and yet, no one knew what happened behind those closed curtains. Not yet. The story of Orion, the idol the world swore it understood, did not begin with fame, nor with the shimmering stages or the relentless rhythm of global promotions. It began with a quiet dream, a dream of music written under street lamps, practiced in empty studios, whispered to a world he hoped one day would listen. When his solo tracks shattered streaming records, audiences believed they were finally seeing the real him. They believed he would rise higher, freer, unstoppable, but behind the scenes, where glossy posters never revealed the truth, things were shifting. The company had other plans. Instead of launching the global solo campaign fans had begged for, they sent him somewhere he never expected, Japan, not for a music showcase, not for a live stage or award performance, but to film a travel program with a fellow bandmate. A quiet show. A safe show. A show that would use his face, his voice, his presence, while keeping his music waiting in the shadows. Orion didn't argue. Not at first. He had been trained not to, but on the plane, looking out over a sea of clouds, he felt it, a pull in his chest. A tension that whispered, "Why am I not where I'm meant to be?" His newly written songs, tracks raw with emotion, filled with thunderous beats and late-night confessions, sat untouched in a hard drive thousands of miles away. His fans had been waiting. His heart had been waiting, and now here he was, being flown to promote something that had nothing to do with the music that lived and burned inside him. When they landed in Tokyo, night had fallen. Neon lights reflected against the windows as their car wove through the glowing city. His bandmate chatted cheerfully beside him, excited for the travel show, but Orion sat quietly, listening to the muffled pulse of the city, almost like a heartbeat echoing his own. He told himself this was just another schedule. Just another commitment, but everything began to tilt the following morning. During the shoot, the crew brought him to a record store, ironically, for a segment about discovering local music. Rows of vinyl albums surrounded him like silent witnesses. And then, as if the universe was trying to wake him up, one of his demo tracks, an unreleased solo song he had recorded months earlier, began playing over the speakers. Impossible, and no one was supposed to have it. It wasn't finished. It wasn't approved, and yet there it was, drifting through the air like a message from a forgotten world. He froze. The cameras kept rolling, unaware of the storm building inside him. The melody wrapped around him, intimate, honest, unmistakably his. It was the version of himself he had been asked to hide. And in that moment, something inside him refused to stay quiet any longer. Later that night, long after the crew went to sleep, Orion wandered into the streets of Shibuya. Crowds swirled around him, faces lit by phone screens, the hum of nightlife, the pulse of countless stories. But he walked alone, hood up, head low, heart pounding. Everywhere he looked, he saw posters he wasn't on. Billboards he didn't control. Screens playing songs that weren't his. And something inside him broke open. He realized he wasn't afraid of working hard. He wasn't afraid of long nights or grueling schedules or the weight of global fame. What terrified him was the idea of losing himself, of being used so much that the world would forget he had dreams beyond what he was assigned to promote. That was when he found the small rooftop, the one he would never forget. He climbed the narrow stairway, pushed open a rusty door, and stepped into the cool Tokyo night. The city glowed below him like a galaxy scattered across the earth. And he made a decision. He pulled out his phone, opened the voice recorder, and began to speak, not as a brand, nor a product, but as the artist he had always been. "This is my promise," he whispered. "My music will not stay silent." The next day, the world felt different. Even the cameras seemed unsure of him, like they sensed the fire that now flickered beneath his calm exterior. He finished filming the travel show with professionalism.